Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Coming your way. It's the San Antonio Missions and the Amarillo Sod Poodles. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So almost ready to get underway. And our pitcher in this game, Blake Walston.
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
And now, Tim Lopes.
Moving on for San Antonio, the center fielder, Tim Lopes.
The pitch. Back up the middle and a base hit.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Wander Javier. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Kicks and deals. And strike two. That misses the zone. It's a ball and two strikes. Ground ball left side, could be two. Lawler tossed to first. One out in the top of the first. Okay, let's check out the lineup. Singy, we're looking at a really young lineup here, so not much experience, but it also means they're going to bring a lot of energy to the table most days.
Well, we're in of young players. I mean, these players, they're getting up to the majors. They're dominating from a young age, bringing home plenty of hardware early in their careers. I mean, before they even get to free agency. So, you know, when you consider all of that, I love seeing the kind of energy that a team like this brings to the yard every day, day in and day out.
Joshua Mears stands in now, looks at that one inside. Lopes, the runner at second with one away. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Makes the catch for the out.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Juan Fernandez.
So up next, Juan Fernandez. In the air to left. Puts the squeeze on it. And that is the third out of the inning. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here at the ballpark. And today's starter, number 60.
Four-pitch guy, he's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Struck him out looking.
Batting second.
Next to hit,
The
Wilder
center fielder.
Patino.
Wilder Patino.
In there, and it's 0-1.
No ball. One strike.
Left field. Fabian in position. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting
And let's take a look at the lineup. They're facing a pitcher today who's prone to giving up homers, so we'll see. We might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, I think the key, though, and the reason why he gives up those homers is that guys are locking in, they're aggressive, and they have a high confidence level. So I think if that's the approach these hitters take, with the stuff he's got there on the mound, yeah, there's a good chance that there'll be some balls that fly a long way. But you can't get too big in your swing, otherwise you'll be really frustrated after this one.
Fabian makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Scoreless after 1. Welcome back. Top of the second. Down the third baseman, Lucas Dunn.
Number 8.
It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Check swing, went around, and it's 0-1.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Line drive, and that's a base hit to right.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Snap throw to first, and he's back in easily. And here is Grant Little. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Couple of singles back to back. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
And the batter now. Lined, and that's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score, and it's 1-0.
Batting 8.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Albert Fabian getting ready to hit. Ball 1 there.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
In the air, out towards left center. Duzenak makes the play, and there's 1 down.
Batting 9. The catcher, Michael Cantu.
Now the catcher up to hit, Michael Cantu. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Duzenak under it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 2-0.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
So the batting order turns over, and now the center fielder, Tim Lopes. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now the number 2 hitter, Wander Javier. Popped up right side. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. Now to the bottom of the second. The Missions have the lead, 2-0. Bottom of the second. Now the left fielder, Camden Duzenak.
Camden Duzenak.
And the pitch. There's a strike. In the air, right field. Mears gliding to his left. And out number 1 on the grab.
Batting fifth, the first baseman,
Here's a speed threat, Nafi Castillo. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Check swing. Now a look down to first. And Jerry Hillsdale says he went around. And a pitch. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Garrett Wolford.
Garrett Wolford digs in now.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
And a strike in there. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And that one's gone. He'll touch them all. And they slice into the lead. It's 2-1.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Two outs, nobody on. Number 29 now at the plate. Swings and misses. 0-1. Swing and a miss. He was.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
In the air out to center. Racing makes the catch. And that is that. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. And welcome back. Now it's the right fielder, Joshua Mears.
Right fielder, Joshua Mears.
And a pitch. Mears goes 6 feet 3 inches, hitting third in the lineup, and he was a second-round pick back in 2019. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
0-2 now. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. Throw, and it gets away. And he'll make it up to second as he advances on the throwing error.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air on. You'll take that swing and that result every time.
Now it's going to be Juan Fernandez. 0 for 1 so far. Line drive, and it stays fair. Mears rounds third, headed for the plate. Cut off, now a throw home. Tag, too late, he scores. It's 3-1.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. It really turned on that one, and as it hooked down the line, it was hard to tell if it would stay fair, but it just barely sneaked in there.
Lucas Dunn, the next to hit. Singled and scored his first time. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Fernandez around third. He scores, and they lead by 3.
Comes through with the RBI. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Little.
Grant Little will hit next. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Little, 25 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. The 1-0. Swing and a base hit.
The batter, the second baseman.
So digging in, Jackson Merrill. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Dunn, the lead runner out at second. Little at first with no outs. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Albert Fabian digs in now. On a line out towards center. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Michael Cantu.
Here's the catcher, Michael Cantu. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Jeff Bain up and throwing. Bases loaded. 1 away. Line drive caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Low.
Tim Lopes getting ready to hit.
Well, it stinks to be down by, these runs early in this ball game like this, but you've got 2 outs. You've got to close the door because you still have a chance with how much time is left in this one.
Strike one.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Two outs. Out to short, Lawler. They get the force. Out number 3. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Missions out front here, 4-1. Back here at the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. Here's the second baseman, Giancarlo Cintrone. And a pitch. That's towards center. Lopes moving under it. Makes the grab. And there's one down.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Dom.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Dom Amarillo. In the air, left field. Fabian settles under it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Jordan.
Back to the top of the lineup. And now, Jordan Lawler led off the game with a strikeout. Swing and a pop-up. And puts the squeeze on that. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing across here this half. 3 innings complete. The Missions on top, 4-1. Welcome back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Wander Javier. The pitch. That one missed.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
And here it comes. And that curveball drops in there for a strike. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. Sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Mears in the box again, takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, that's textbook pitching right there. I mean, he executed those first 2 pitches perfectly.
Line drive, Adam in center field.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Fernandez watches strike one. That one finds the corner. 0-2 now.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Line drive, base hit down the line. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here's the third baseman, Lucas Dunn.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
First offering misses the mark. Fernandez on at second with 2 down. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Bottom 4, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Wilder Patino. And he deals. Clips the outside corner. That's strike one.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
The 0-1. That's in there.
Well, these guys just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits, so they might want to be a little more selective up there. I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Now the third baseman, number 94. Flied out his first time. There's a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. In the dirt. 1 ball. And a base hit into right. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
That's back-to-back singles for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Camden
Duzenak, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. No outs, runners at first and second. To the right side, Fernandez goes to second.
No,
safe there.
Now batting, first baseman, Nate Castillo.
Next to hit, Nate Castillo. 0 for 1, popped out foul to the catcher his first time up. Pitches in for a strike. It's 0-1.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
Looks it away for the out.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Garrett Wolford now at the plate. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. In there for strike one.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Next offering is fouled back. At the belt and fires. Now it hits him in the chest. One runs in, but no throw, and they'll have runners at the corners with 1 out. Runner from second crosses the plate, and now they trail by 1.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
So up next, number 29. Flied out to center in his first at bat. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. The run scores from third. It's 4-4.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Giancarlo Cintrone digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And there's a foul ball. Got him looking. Snap throw.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
So first and second with 2 outs. And the batter now, Amarillo. 0 for 1 with a fly out. High fly ball out towards left field. That one's back there. Stretches out and hauls it in. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the DH, Grant Little.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Swing and a ball popped up. Dunks one into left. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Kind of got it off the end of the bat, but he gets that knock outside part of the plate. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
So digging in. Tied at 4. Step off, throw to first. Little back in standing. Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, try to stay out of a double play here.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And there's one down.
Now batting, left fielder, Albert Fabian.
So up next, Albert Fabian.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
That one missing. Ball 1.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Now here is Michael Cantu. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Kicks and fires. And that one in the air center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
So the lineup flips over. Tim Lopes getting ready to hit. Swung on, belted. That one carrying, and that ball is gone. A shot to left, and that gives him a lead. It's 7-4. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Blake Walston out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Jeff